Hello, it's Amanda from Living the Life Crochet. I'm coming to you today with a tutorial for a request from a customer that came in a couple of days ago. And the request was for a mini backpack hanging alien yip thing. She asked if I had a pattern for that. I said, no, I do not, but give me a couple of days and maybe I can come up with something. So I have, it's a little guy like this. So these guys are just on like clips that would attach to a child's backpack or your purse or whatever. Could be a keychain, could be whatever. I actually have keychain rings that could work with a yarn as well. So we're going to be making these little guys. Now let me just say something. These were both made, turn around, mister. These were both made with size 4 yarn and a 3.25 hook. So as I always say, not all size 4 yarn is created equal. It's like women's clothing. A medium doesn't really mean a medium, and an 8 isn't always an 8. There's no standardized sizing. So I would actually have called this a 3, but I'm not a yarn maker, so what the heck do I know? Let's get going. Okay, so for the yip body itself, I have a size 4. I'm doing it in, this is Karen 1 pound. It's pink. I have a needle. It's been a Monday-est. It's been the Monday-est Wednesday around here, I tell you. My scissors and then my 3.25 hook, which is a D, and I use clover. So if you've done my other pattern, it's much the same to start. It's 6 in a magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Snug it up. Increase around. Good in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we're going to increase again to 18. So in the first stitch, we increase 1, 2, next stitch, single, 3, increase again, 4, 5, single, 6, increase, 7, 8, single, 9, increase, 10, 11, single, 12, increase, 15, 18. Snug up that little end so it closes the hole. Come back here, yarn. Now in the back loop only, we're going to single crochet around. So we're gonna, right in the, there's a V to hit the back loop. We go right into the back only. 1, the front loop, back loop, 2. You'll know you're done the round when you meet back up with your first. And what I mean by that is, see, it gives a little line right there, so you know you're done. Now, make sure you're crocheting on the right side of the work. So in this case, that means this will be on the outside, not the inside. This is the wrong side of your work. This is the right side. So now we're going to do 3 rounds of singles. And again, you can tell when that happens because you're going to come to the end of where you went into the back loop, and you'll be able to see where that is. And I'll show you when we come around to it. See, we're coming around to it now. That's 1 round. 2 more of them. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, Now we turn, and now we're going to be working along the back side and on the wrong side of the work for 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Chain 1, turn. We're back on the right side or the outside of the yip body. Decrease over the first 2 stitches, single across until the last 2 stitches. The heck was I doing there? And decrease again. Now, we chained 1 and turned. 1, 2, 3. We're going to single all the way across. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 1, turn. Now we decrease in the first 2, single, 3, 4, 5, 6 until there's 2 stitches left. We decrease, chain 1 and turn, single all the way across. Eight, chain 1 and turn, decrease, single 4, 2, 3, 4, decrease, chain 1, don't turn your work, but rotate it a little scooch. Now we're going to work down the side of the mouth with singles. 1, 2, just in the end of each row. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to work across the bottom. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back up the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to join this because see how that just became the body and the mouth there? We're going to slip stitch to the last stitch of that last round. So it's right there. We're going to slip stitch into it. And I just like to build it up a little higher so the eyes can sit a little higher. Totally your choice. I am now going to single 6 around. 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, 5, 6. Now, I'm going to hold them both sides together and slip stitch them together so it closes the hole. 1, 2, 3. Fasten off. Leave a kind of long tail because then we're going to get whatever you're using as your, could be a keychain, could be one of these little clippy things, could whatever you're putting on there. And then we just sew it on. And snip. And that's it for the body part. So now the eyes and the tendrils, and it's done. Okay, back with tendrils. I have cut 18, kind of the same length. You just slide your hook under that remaining front loop. You fold that in half, pull it through, wrap it around, pull it through, and there you go. That's it. You're gonna do that all the way around. Okay, so here we are back at the very last one. Now, can you make these with a smaller hook? Yes. Can you make this with smaller yarn? Yes. It'll just make it smaller. You could do it with bigger yarn too, and a bigger hook. So this is the size that it is right then. And then you just decide whether this is the length of the tendrils that you want. And if it isn't, and also you could just clean them up a bit anyway. Snip them off to your desired length. And like I said, if you started too short, then it just looks a bit wonky and you can't trim them at all, obviously. Okay, on to eyes. Okay, so as you can see, I did a couple of different variations. This one was Wee, so I just did pom-poms and then made a little pupil with a Sharpie. I'm not really a big fan of that, but I mean, it does the trick. So then I tried this with a size of eyeball, and then I tried this with a different size of eyeball, and then I think I liked this one better, so that's what I'm going to be doing now. Here is the eyeball. What I've done is put 4 singles in a magic ring. Then we're going to increase all the way around, which gives us a total of 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, come on, don't get stuck on me, yarn. Then we're going to do that for 2 more rounds, just single 8 around. 8, and I'm going to add the eyeballs now. I'm using a 6mm. You can use whatever size you'd like. So right in the center of that magic ring is where we pop that guy in. And then just fasten and go around for 1 more round of 8, 7, 8. Fasten off, leaving a bit of a tail. You don't need to stuff these wee eyeballs, which is lovely because stuffing little things isn't fun sometimes. At least not for me. If you have a trick for it, by all means, fill me in. So we're just going to grab the front loops of all of the stitches around. Just tuck in that yarn tail if it's still around. And we're going to pull it snug. Just go through the back a couple of times so there's no hole. Knot it just loosely and then come out on one side. So is here, and we're just going to go on the other side and then back out again. And if this is going on a kid's anything, you know how they like to play with things and fidget around, and hey, some adults do too. So making them tighter than not is always a good idea. Okay, then I just bring both ends inside, tie them together, and pick an eyeball, any eyeball, and bring the yarn out through it. Come on. And snip. Voila. Okay, so I had a thought as well because I saw some people putting some colored googly eyes on their yips that they made. So I just did that with the last one. Here are the options. I don't know, should I make a flower shape? Okay, so that was it. A quick little tutorial on these guys and some different eyeball options for you. If you have any questions, as always, let me know and I will do my best to help out. Have a good night.